These are some animations that now live in my Roblox game. They took me 31 hours. And at the start of it, I knew nothing. One thing that makes a Roblox game feel really alive is actually the small animations to it. NPCs walking around and a shop that actually makes you feel like you're buying something from it. And this is my shop. Yeah. So today I decided I was going to fix that with animations. The only problem, I have never animated anything in my life, especially not in Blender. Lucky for me, there are plenty of tutorials out there that teach you how to use Blender to animate specifically for Roblox. But my attention span is too fried, so I'm gonna figure it out myself. I started with the most basic thing I could think of, a walking cycle. So to do that, I just started randomly posing the rig, and it actually looked pretty good, so I moved on with animating the legs. And after that, that's when I made the discovery of the graph editor. And after a lot of messy curves, I finally got the legs to look like they were walking. But missing one major thing was just the rest of the body. So after I animated the rest of the body, after a few tweaks later, I actually had something that looked like a walking animation. Exporting it to Roblox Studio took way longer than I expected until I found a plugin, and after that it was actually pretty easy. Next, I wanted to animate something that actually belonged in my game, a centicarrier that I had modeled myself. I built an armature, parented everything together, and animation actually looked pretty good. Then, my Blender crashed while trying to export it. And of course, the last autosave was the walking cycle. So I decided to do something a lot simpler, which was to make a crate opening animation. And it actually turned out pretty decent, even though it took like 2 hours. But importing it into Roblox Studio was a whole different story. No matter what I tried, it came in broken. And at this point, the animation list was over 20 pages long of pure garbage. So I went all the way back and made a test armature, which was just some blocks and stuff. And when I imported it, it worked completely fine. And I don't know why. So after the test, I went back into Blender and reanimated the crate, which actually turned out working when I imported it into the game. With all the knowledge from the failed imports, I went back and made another crate animation, a wall landing animation, a sitting animation, 2 shop opening and rest animations, a background animation for the shop, and I remade the centicarrier from scratch. And all of them actually imported clearly. "31 hours just for these relatively simple animations. I could have just watched tutorials and finished it a lot faster, but who wants to do that? Smartest decision. I'm not sure if it was the smartest decision, but I do know a lot more about Blender and Roblox animation than I did 31 hours ago. If you somehow made it this far, thank you, and if you're also trying to learn it the hard way, you're not alone. Consider subscribing if you want to see more of this kind of chaos. I'll see you in the next one.